Well, there's nothing better, as all anglers know, than playing with your tackle. Anyway, I had to go and do a bit of fishing. It was burning a hole in my soul. That sounds good, doesn't it? Even rhymes. I thought I could do a bit of float fishing for Roach. I can't drive anywhere. Well, I could, but I just feel bad driving too far. And I thought I'm going to give it a go locally. Went to a local still water, give it a go. There was a lot of fishermen there. Can you blame them? But really nice to be by the waterside. First fishing trip for a very long time. Down here at Watmore, it is rammed. You can't blame the people. I mean, we've all been locked down. You've got to stay local, so these are all local guys. But I suppose maybe some of the commercials or some of the club waters might be closed. I don't know, but there's 50 people here, I should think. Must be 50 people. All around the lake. It's pretty late for me, it's about midday. They've all been there early. I've seen 2 roach caught, I think a perch. Somebody caught some small fish in the corner. A lot of dry carp nets. So all I'm doing is trying to catch anything. I'm trying for perch is what I'm trying for. I've got a bobbin down here, fishing in close. Quite a lot of guys are lobbing out a long way, but I'm just trying the margins. Down there with some ground bait, and there's a ground bait down there. Got some ground bait in close there, and one worm on about a size 12, I suppose, barbless. One BBB on the bottom, just a BB shot to hold it down there. Ultra light bobbin here, and this one's my match rod. That's the Avon rod, by the way. Match rod's just fishing down here. Although the wind's going this way, I've got a bit of drag, it looks like, to the right, and I'm sort of pretty much dead depth, and I've got a little, I don't know, about number 10 is it, shot 8 or something like that, just trying to hold it on the bottom. But I've had 2 tiny bangs. I've got a bit of a shock to me. It's called a Midi Power Plus barbless 20 to .012, which means nothing to me. Or 2 point something pounds. It's about 20 years old, I suppose. I'll put a small worm on there, I think. I've now snapped a piece of worm. I've got a sectional worm just trying to catch a roach. Somebody must be using oil in their bait over there. Can you see that? The big slick over there. So just soldier on. Highlight of the day might be the sandwiches. Well, I did miss one fish, messing about with the camera. Dropped off, and this one looks like a typical Watmore roach. Here he comes, thank goodness for that. This is a special patented left-handed casting wrist support. I like it actually, because look, contrasts with the fish. So, nice roach. First time I caught one of those for some time on the tiniest segment of worm. There, that's a piece of worm. I mean, it's absolutely tiny. And there's the roach, back he goes. But they're not going crazy. I have one pull on the worm over there. It's just a question of getting the odd fish, I guess. I have seen, I have to say, just out there, one splash. A little bit sort of like a pike one. I didn't have pike in it. But a monumental carp came out. I'd say mid-20 common. You can see it was a common. It's big fish, just sort of leaped right out, which is unusual in the winter, I feel. Anyway, the duck's gone. The duck, as in breaking the duck. Might have to put a little bit heavier bobbin on that because I had a couple of pull-ups. Anyway, I wouldn't mind catching some more of those roach. On again, boys. That was the camera. There we go. Hang on a second. Put the camera in my mouth. Hang on, guys. Had to have the camera in my mouth then. All is not lost. 2 roach. Well, but this wrist sport's going to be lovely. So I might get a bit of fish slime on it and some bait. So for me, I haven't put much ground bait in at all. I might have lost a shot off of that. Oh, please don't come up wind. Just 2 roach. It's going to start dragging me out of position. What I was about to say is that soon as I put the lucky hat on, got 2 fish. What can I say? There's another one coming. There's another one coming. What's happening is the float's leaning over like this because the bait is on the bottom of the wind's pushed it across, and it's just dragging under a little bit. And perhaps a lot of people wouldn't think that's a bite. I know it's someone's got hold of the bait and just tension it up a bit. So the float's got a red mark at the top, and then it's got a white sort of sleeve, and it just closed up that white sleeve. So I feel there might be a chance for another roach. It's not like I loose feed a lot of worms, so I might scissor some up and throw them out, just pelleting in little bits of ground bait, very, very small. Getting hooked up, boys. I've got another fish. This looks like another nice roach. Oh yeah, this is better. This is better. Look at this one. Oh my word. Oh, I just cut up a load of bits of worm and put it in there. That, guys, is a really nice roach. He swallowed that, but I can get that out with a disgorger. There we go, disgorger's out. Take a quick look at him before I get him back. Well, that was a bonus. Well, I am actually getting a bit of action here, people. Small one. Segments. I didn't bother buying maggots. I thought I can't be bothered going to a tackle shop buying maggots. I was digging in the garden. God, these hooks are so small I can't get hold of them. I was digging in the garden. I thought, I'm not going to waste those worms. I might go perch fishing. And you can see what's happened with the perch. Turned into a roach fishing session. You probably won't see it, so small, but I've popped one section of the worm up over the eye, over the whipping of the hook. Then I'm just going to keep those small sections. If you can see that, it doesn't look much, but that's what the roach are taking. A bigger roach will take a bigger worm, obviously, but I'm into catching anything at the moment. And I'm just down there, very close, and all I'm doing is feeding them very loose. I'm not squeezing the ground bait. I'm so close I can actually get what I would call matchman's accuracy there. This one's just a big lobworm. If something grabs it, great. If it doesn't, whatever. It's a bonus if it goes off. I think a few more. See, I was going to keep some worms and go on the river. That's the trouble. I don't want to buy any worms if I can help it. If I can go and dig some more, that'd be great. I just haven't seen one carp caught. 2 or 3 guys starting to go home now. It's always a good sign. I think a lot of the time all these anglers casting out pressure fish and push them in the middle. So that's why I've come down here and fishing in the margins. It's sort of 3/4 depth. You can fish just on the either close in the deep, or on the what I call 3/4, just as it tapers down a bit. And I must be just about on the edge there. Well, it's just nice to be out by a lake, isn't it? Goodness me. Been 2 months before I've been out. There we go, that looked like a little dip. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. He's eating it. Missed him. Thank you, Smith. Thank you, Smith. He never gives up, does he, that boy? Other thing, people, with maggots, they're very small. With a worm, generally just pulls just a second to let it go on. I thought I had pulls, obviously I hadn't paused enough. It could have been a roach this big, you see, tugging at the worm. You're never going to know, they're going to take a maggot, a single maggot, easily. But the worm, they're going to have to sort of fold in their mouth, if it were. Oh, well, at least I'm picking up the odd fish and getting the odd bite. Another tip, if you're fishing in close like this, you can see I'm possibly 2 to 3 feet off the end of my rod. Just leave a little bit of slack between the rod and the float. Otherwise, as soon as the float goes down, it pulls tension on the rod top, and they'll possibly drop the bait every once in a while. So it's best just to leave a little bit of slack. Look, if I just move this, look, I'm right on the float there, so just shake a bit of line off or bump the float and just leave a little bit of slack, so as it goes down, it doesn't pull tight on the rod top immediately. Rather than be very tight to the float, it goes down, they go tug, float goes under, straight on the rod top. They feel the pull of the rod top, just blow it out. Got nice roach on this time, boys. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That's a netter. That one is a netter. He's too good to swing. There we go. That was a long dithering bite. And he's still just got it in the scissors there, look. I can't get hold of these hooks. It's a nice fat plump roach. I'm going to put the net this side, see if it might be better luck. I just want to make sure that worm's hooked twice. I want to pop it over and then hook it again. I've had one good pull up on the ledger. Didn't quite take it to the top, but it was definitely a fish. It's nice to just catch something, isn't it? And all I'm doing, I'm not squeezing this ground bait at all. I'm just getting it loose. And just popping it out there. A lot of guys packing up now, see lots of gaps. All the carp anglers just standing around talking. Oh, bloke's gone. Well, that was just after I put that bait in. But slightly deeper off a little bit, about 4 or 5 feet. Oh, missed that bite again, guys. It's a tiny piece of worm on there now. Basically down here I've just got that lobworm for a big perch, hopefully. I don't think a carp's going to take it because I haven't seen one carp caught all day. Well, not all day since I've been here. That's a good bite on that then. It's going again now. It's going to go. You just see the float just sink slowly. This roach are very, very tricky. It's not like a chub or something like that. There he goes. And I'm on. Tiny segments of worm. I got the idea from when I was cutting down pieces of sweet corn here. Just tiny little pieces. Well, it's just as easy to go and get some... Oh, I missed that. Just as easy to go and get some maggots, I suppose. That smacked of a carp. That was a much faster bite. Well, getting quite a few roach now, people, which is gratefully accepted. Nice size ones. I'll probably get 10 baits out of one worm. More than that. In fact, it seems the smaller the piece on there, the better. So I'm going to hook it crosswise and then snip it. Much neater than just snapping it. I'm sure the Worm Society will be on. There we go, sink it. What I'm starting to do, because I'm not getting any pulls on that one at all, the wind's coming right around here, so I had to move the brolly over a bit, getting a bit cold. Hopefully, they shut quite early here this time of year, about, I think they lock the gates at 5:45, so probably 5:30's last cast. And nice to get a couple of, like this, you know, a couple of nice chunky roach out there. Oh, that's a bite. What happens is it just holds under those, we got those waves coming along, little ripples, it holds under for a second or two. We might be going like this, bobbing, that just holds down and then comes up. That's a bite. Matchman will probably strike those. There's the bite. Missed him. Still got the bait. There we go. A little bit of feed. I tend to put it in last thing really, but because they shut earlier in the winter, I figure I might as well just keep it going on an often basis like this. We don't want great big balls of... Oh, look at that bite there, boys. Oh, I missed him again. That's as soon as I put that ground bait in. Don't want great big hard balls. In the summer, yes, because there's lots of small fish and they're aggressively attacking them. In the winter, they're sort of browsing a little bit, picking up bits and pieces. On the float there, you won't see it was stuck out of the water about this much, and that's because the worm is slow sinking. It hasn't gone down where it's deeper. When the worm gets to the bottom, the weight of the worm would always pull the float down as well. So you have to allow for that when you're shotting the float. Oh guys, this is a roach to check out. Definitely. That's got to be roach of the day for me. Real spanker. Wow. That digging in the garden certainly did the trick with the worms. Yeah, you never time you come with maggots and you think, hang on, just use an old garden worm scissoring them up. Is he? Here we go, people, look at that size of that roach. Just on chop worm. Am I glad I did the gardening or what? Can't believe I got that roach on that strangling great big worm. And look, roaches, they're still coming. The roaches are still coming. I've had to change to a really small piece, so I will say the bites have slowed up. But the wind's dropped right off. It's a sheet of glass pretty well now. And to be fair, the fish fed better when it was windy. I will say that. I've got about half an hour left. Oh, what big fish, boys, big fish. It's a roach. It's a really, really good one. Oh yeah, this is a net job. Hang on a second. Why am I using barbless hooks? Why would I possibly want to use barbless hooks so they fall off? This is the one. This is fish of the day, I think. nearly not fish of the day. Let's have a look at this one for you. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. There we go, people. That is what it's about, isn't it? It's got his fin up as well. What a beauty. Bit bigger worm I put on, obviously, bit bigger fish. What a good little session. I'm so pleased I took the trouble to come out. Guys, I've got a monumental carp. I mean, it's huge. I kid you not, guys, this is a huge carp. I had a chance to net it within 15 seconds. It's huge. Oh God, my £2 line. Size 20 hook. This one's huge. Seriously, I'm not joking. This is absolutely huge. Oh, it's about £5. No. It's a really. I've got to lose it because I'm on £2 line and a 20. Oh, I had a chance to net it. It just wallowed here. It's not fighting at all. Just going to try and creep up on it. No, I'll be fine. I might need a bigger net. It's a big fish. This is a real big fish. Just got to try and ease him ever so slowly. Don't want him waking up because he'll just snap it in a flash. I want to get a picture of it, guys, before it breaks the line. Be nice to see it. I've seen it once. I nearly netted it. It just didn't wallow. I'm waking up now. I'll go in the weeds.
Nice.
Shouldn't be on this tackle, should it? Shouldn't be on. It's not right, is it? That's not normal. That isn't. Look, that's not. It's tangled when he's fins. He's not fouling. He's tangled. And now he's untangled. He's just untangled. I felt him twang. So I'll turn the camera off a second. Because I'm going to be out. I've got the fish. Oh, their hands are going now a bit. Luckily there's somebody here who'd never believe it. It's on a size 20 hook, £2 line. I skimmed over the mat. I wonder, you couldn't give us a hand with it, could you? You're brilliant. If I can get you just to sort the fish out for me, I'll take him around the mats around that side somewhere. That's a big carp on a size 20 hook. Oh, he's in there. Yeah, if you could put the rod and I'll sort myself out. Just move the swing out the way. That's still on a size 20. Lucky or what? Well, I appreciate your help with the fish. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's all right. Tiny pieces of worm cut with scissors, dug in the garden. But the batteries have come out the weighing scales. So I've got no chance of finding them. There's little button batteries. So let's get this guy back. So we just let him recover. Being cold, he's going to recover quickly. I think that fish is not far off 15 pounds, at least. At least. Brilliant. Thank you very much for that. So there you go, just goes to show. That's one of the best trips I've had on chopped worm. I didn't turn up till lunchtime. Some of the guys there were at 7 o'clock in the morning. What? What possessed them? Whatmot always fishes good afternoon just before they close in. Hang on for those last minutes, and the same goes for a lot of fisheries. Guys, thanks for watching this one. I actually enjoy going out in the relative cold, and normally I don't know who invented winter, but they want shooting. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we'll get out eventually and catch some more fish for you. In the meantime, hit the subscribe button on both channels, TA Fishing and TA Outdoors, and I can tinker around on my bookshelf. See you next time.